Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. If you're still looking for tickets to any upcoming game, visit the Bulls ticket booth or on the team's website for more availability. We hope to see you out there at the next home game. Don't forget that you're not in the game for calendar day. What better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascot and even the line that Buffalo. Bulls fans will be here presenting the Bulls t-shirt day. Every fan in the arena on.
Coming up in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, at United Center, the Timberwolves taking on the Bulls. For the Timberwolves, they have been building confidence with each and every game. Every team they face knows they in turn have to bring their best. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we'll be getting the inside story tonight. Shams Charania is joining us at the broadcast table. Shams, it is so great to have you by our side.
Kevin, thank you so much. It's great to be here. I always love to follow the game, talk about the game. It should be a lot of fun tonight.
You'll give great insight. We can't wait to get going. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Some big guys down front on the block. Towns and Gobert. Conley and Edwards are the guards. And it's Ingles in its small forward. And for the Bulls, Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. MP out there with Ball. And it's Smith in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Shams, for the Bulls, the overall approach has seemed to be business as usual. But do you think that'll continue?
And business has been good, Kevin. One of the best attendance rates in the league. But listen, this is a Bulls organization that has to figure out its right direction and see how they can continue to build and find a way to build from the ground up and reach new heights, whether it is going a more rebuilding route, more in the middle route, versus going and really taking big swings. I think this is an organization that is very much trying to find their direction.
Oh, you're kind of setting the table. What could happen with this team? Good stuff.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Out left of the wing. Spins. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Williams, a screen on Edwards to the paint. And no good. Towns with the defensive effort. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. Worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Shot clock at 3. MP passes to Williams, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Minnesota ball.
So the Bulls, their last game, a win against Dallas. Well, we talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly, most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution, maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Smith finds MP. Outside Williams. MP left side. Williams sets a screen for MP. 18 feet out. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by MP. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
Back to MP. Rebound, Minnesota. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
Now here's Conley. And it's Edwards, top of the key. That's in there. Conley with the assist. That's 7 points for Anthony Edwards.
Shots are just flowing with him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Williams. Outside, ball. Edwards against MP. Inside. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon.
There's MP getting that orange where he needs it to go.
Towns, a screen on ball. Conley with a wide open look. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
MP passes to Levine. Smith right side. Smith with a screen on Edwards. Here's Williams. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his third assist on the night. Timberwolves leading by 3. Outside Edwards. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Levine. To the middle. Tries to save it. And now running up the court. Ingles pushing it up. Outside Edwards. And here's Conley outside. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Williams has a screen for MP. To the inside. Williams. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. 6-point game. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, look at the big fella elevating when Towns goes to the rim. He's doing it on and with purpose.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Chicago. Bulls have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Craig sets the screen for MP. Pass to Smith, and the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And think, 3 of the top, 5, 6 players, we've got Doncic. You know, we've got Porzingis, of course, who was such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Minnesota making a switch. McDaniels checked in. MP dishes to Levine. Here's Umali. Count that one. MP's got 12 points in the game.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Pass to McDaniels from deep. Nailed from three-point land. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make 3. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Gobert pulls it in.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow.
Towns for 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. MP against McDaniel. Here's Umali. Ingles with the rebound. So Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, and that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA team and different accolades.
Yes, well said.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
So for the Bulls. Timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. MP inside. Edwards there. And the dunk by MP.
MP knew exactly where he wanted to go and what he wanted to do with that one.
Minnesota leading by 9. MP out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Smith in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. MP powers through the contact inside.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Here's Edwards. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's MP. MP fights for it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Giddey over to help. Here's Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. 13 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, you got respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Inside, MP gets it.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason. But I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outstanding. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said, there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Conley, the pass to Towns. Gobert double-teamed. And it's Towns missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these swats. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
Outside, Towns. And the three off target. Bulls trail by 6. Here's Umali. Outside, Levine. MP finds Giddey. Back to MP. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Ingles passes to Conley. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. Chicago's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. A fader. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
That one goes in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And that one's good, Umali.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to wheel his team back in the game.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Williams, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And a change for the Timberwolves. McDaniels checked in. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert knows his strengths on offense and plays to him well.
Shams, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you got a lot of things to do, a lot on your plate. Your phone's going bananas. It's lighting up about every 15 seconds. You go take care of that. We'll see you back here next time.
I can always make time for you guys. Kevin, appreciate you guys having me on.
Shams Charania, the best. Thank you so much. Great stuff right there from Shams, one of the most plugged-in people in the world of basketball.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Rudy Gobert is second.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
And here's MP for 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Williams comes with the double team and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Conley. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for one. He's normally the one dropping dime.
MP dazzling off the drive.
and started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
24 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Minnesota, they had gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Towns drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
The Bulls having injury woes. And this team depends on Vucevic for so much. And that's a big loss. He's a double-double machine.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Timberwolves.
And you look at the...
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Some big guys down front on the block. Towns and Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big, as strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw a foul.
Towns wide open. They get it again. It's stolen by Smith. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. And it's good. 2 points. MP's got 31.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Takes the 13-footer. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Edwards against MP. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Williams, a screen on Edwards. A 3 from MP. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
Back to Levine. Pass to MP. 3-pointer. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Towns. He's got 15. Conley the pass to Edwards. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. 34 points for Anthony Edwards.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Smith with a screen on Conley. Umali shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the 2nd time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Mike Conley. Last year, getting it done. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus. I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Towns dishes to Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
MP up top. Edwards defending. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 18. The three from MP. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. They double-team Conley. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Edwards can't hit.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And he gets the bucket. MP's got 15 points here in the second half.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
For 3, Edwards. Rebounded by Umali. Outside Williams. Back to MP. Williams a screen on Edwards. MP with it. Conley picks him up. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Sunday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Smith's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. It's stolen by Gobert. Ingles against Ball. Ingles kicks to Towns. Pass to Edwards. Gobert, he gets it there. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the blocked shot totals, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level.
Ball against Conley. Pass to Ingles. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Ingles has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Conley loves setting up his teammates for quality shots. He's one of the more selfless guys in the league.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time. I can understand why, but Rudy's defense offensively than people thought he would be.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Joe Ingles, and Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. That one falls.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
On the wing, MP. He's got 44. Takes the three. Minnesota with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Smith sets the pick for MP. And the layup's good off the glass. MP's got 46 points.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Pass to Conley. Right side Towns. Now here's McDaniels. Guarded by Levine. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. And it's off from three-point range. Bulls trail by 14. MP looking around. Good on the bucket. MP's got 48.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Pass to Dillingham. Gobert with it. Timberwolves passing it around. Conley with the three. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Outside, Towns. Back to Conley. And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it. Chicago making some changes. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Patrick Williams. Josh Giddey comes in. For the Bulls. Bean comes in for Torrey Craig. And MP subbed in for Dosunmu. Timberwolves also changing it up. Miller's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Edwards in for Dillingham. McDaniels gets a wide open look. No good on the quick three. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. We've got Lonzo Ball. Zach LaVine is out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's MP in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Edwards, good.
When this fella starts knocking down threes, watch out, folks. Just pouring it on in this half.
Now Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Smith, the pass to MP. Back to Smith. LaVine, wide open. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
Hey, he's one of the guys you don't want to give space to. LaVine can do a lot of damage from deep.
Conley, the pass to Reed. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. MP outside. Smith with a screen on Conley. Umali. Smith kicks to Giddey. The offensive rebound. LaVine dishes to MP. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Chicago has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. He got it again! Sensational!
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Edwards with it. Now Smith defending. Launches a 3, and Edwards is good for 3. Edwards got 48.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, But, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Into the Bulls, shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. And here's MP for three. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
That's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
I mean, a 6'8" playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assist.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Chicago making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Miller, and it's Joe Ingles in for McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota. Here's Umali. Pass to Williams. Down low. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got 7 rebounds in the game. Fires the three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. MP against Ingles. MP passes to Levine. There's Ball with the three. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists now tonight. Now Conley. They double-team Conley. Outside Edwards. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Smith the pass to MP. And off the front, and in it goes. MP's got 56 points in the game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
MP, no good. Timberwolves leading by 21. Conley feeling it out. Has to Gobert. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Got a piece of it. Out to Conley. Outside, Towns. And the 3 ball is good. Towns has got 20 points.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
That's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Back to MP. He hangs. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Good work inside by MP there, challenging the defense and forcing the foul.
Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Conley with it. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Smith's got 13 rebounds in the game. Conceding. And got it. Another basket.
Just a magnificent showing
for him tonight offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, guys. He's now tied for the third most 60-point games in league history. Over in the corner, Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shoots the three. Chicago grabs the miss. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Umali. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 19.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Minnesota.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it, and then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And 101 left in the 4th quarter. So both teams changing it up here. And he can't get the first one. And things seem to be getting tougher for the big spending teams, Clark, but we're seeing a lot of them go all in before the toughest penalties take effect.
Yeah, you know, the frozen pick provision kicks in next season, and the season after that, luxury taxes ramp way up. Powerhouse teams trying to make hay while the sun shines is a pretty good strategic business move. The landscape is certainly changing.
It's been all Timberwolves. Here's Dillingham. Jacks up a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So it's Minnesota now. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To the right side. And here's Reed. Pass to Shannon. 6 to shoot. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And he makes both free throws. And here are the Bulls now. And another one falls. Amazing.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for...
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
That's it.
That's what I want to see. Let's go! Baby.
Y'all ready to lose?
Let's go!
Yes, sir. That's the way I back up my game. Focus, focus! Your confidence is gone now. You got
Get your mind right.
Hey, come around, come around.
Come on, man. Defend him.
Give me a break.
Get your head into the game.
Let's get this started already. Turn it up!
Come on, MP. More.
What are you, bro, MP? Come on.
Woo! I made it quiet.
You got it. Come on, man.
I got him. Let's go. Come around. Let's go. Foul! I got it. That's a foul!
Oh, yeah, come on. Talk it now.